Well, hello, good morning, and welcome to Johnny Answer TV and to another part of our Bradford City Champions League campaign, Road to Champions League Glory. And hopefully, you've watched the first video. If not, please feel free to watch that first or after. But we've just had a trip to the Bernabeu in our last fixture, in fact, the first fixture of the Champions League campaign. We took a very early lead before Madrid equalised instantly. So there were two goals in the first 2 minutes and then none for the rest of the game. Um, and then the next game we just played was away to Newcastle. And what a game this was. It would have made a fantastic video actually, but not so much for the first half. First of all, we went down to 10 men after just 13 minutes. Bearing in mind, Newcastle are indeed top of the league and had maximum points before this match. We go down to 10 men and then we concede two goals within 5 minutes before half time, and it pretty much seemed like the game was over. Um, but we will see now. I'll show you the goals quickly before we go into the Champions League game. So we're already down to 10 men, and Newcastle take a lead through Choi Sung-yu, and then second goal goes in, Darby Mason. But then the second half turnaround. How about this? Falk plays it into Obi. First shot on target from Bradford City and 2-1. And then into injury time, we go chasing an equaliser, an unlikely equaliser. Samir plays in Santos, and an absolutely brilliant finish, and very much a result we would take, that 2-2 away to Newcastle, who, as I said, the top of the league. They had maximum points. Brilliant start for them. But we managed to take a point off them and stay within touching distance on 12 points after now drawing three games, including that one. So let's get into this Champions League match then. We've got Atletico Madrid now. Have a quick look at the table, although after only one game for us and other teams playing two, you can't really read anything really into this. But we are certainly going all out in this competition. We haven't given up on the league just yet, as it's still early days, but um, as I say, we are desperate to win the Champions League again. Having won the league last season, this is the main target, although to do both would be nice. We're going to pick the same team as what we just played against Newcastle. Hopefully, Munoz will improve his behaviour after that ridiculous red card. It's a little bit frustrating because we've seen red cards from experienced players such as our captain Clinker, who plays on the left wing. I think he got sent off at the end of last season. Um, and yeah, now Munoz. We've also lost our first choice right back. He's broke his leg, so he's out for about 6 months. And that's why Munoz is playing at right back. He's a very utile player. Been playing him, started the season on the right wing actually. Although he is normally a central defender or defensive midfielder. But yeah, we're having to use him to patch up the team all over the pitch at the moment. And then he goes and gets himself sent off. But never mind. The Champions League anthem plays out in the Stuart McCall Arena. Been home to Bradford City for a few seasons now, but just the one league title, which we delivered last season. And wouldn't it be nice to follow that up with a Champions League trophy at the end of this season as well? So hopefully you'll join us for the rest of the journey, and we'll see how this goes. Could well be the last season on this game, I would think. Carrizo whips it in, and what a fantastic start, just like in the last game. Edwin Falk gets an early goal, and this one after just 20 seconds. Unbelievable start for Bradford City here. 1-0 already. Well done. And the fans have barely had a chance to get in the seats for that one. Some supporters most likely still entering the ground. And this time, unlike the Real Madrid match, we have not conceded straight away an equaliser. So hopefully we can go on to build on this. Oh, not sure what happened there, but Santos has got the ball and it's 2-0. And I pretty much think that Athletico Madrid have given the ball away there. I think it was their throw-in. What on earth happened there? Yeah, Athletico throw-in and it's intercepted by Santos. Not quite sure what the defenders were doing there. But 2-0 and we will take that any day of the week. Well, if there are any Bradford City supporters watching, I'm sure I'll be happy with this. As I say, early days, a bit early to be looking at the league table, especially when we've played Real Madrid away. As I said on that video, very happy with a point away from home. And even happier with 3 points in this game against a very good Atletico Madrid team. That is if we can hold on to this 2-goal lead. And a brilliant result, as I say, away at Newcastle. 2-0 down with 10 men against a team who were on 100% record. Fantastic result. I was already starting to think, well, we were going to be 7 points behind Newcastle had we have lost that game and not got that last minute equaliser. 7 points behind early in the season would have been very difficult to turn over. Although there is plenty of time left in the season, still very difficult to bridge that big a gap. Couple of interesting games going on there. Inter Milan 2, Newcastle 2. So I'm going to tell the players that we are actually very happy. 2-0. Seems to have been quite a few times I've had to tell them they need to improve for the second half, but this game couldn't have got off to a better start, really. 2 goals in the first few minutes. The first one after just 20 seconds. Hopefully that might be a trend that continues throughout the competition. If Falcon keeps scoring in the first minute. And Santos wins possession back. And a good shot, good save though from the Athletico goalkeeper. Whipped in, but good catch. So yeah, I'm thinking of purchasing FM26. I think we'll still carry on this file alongside, but there's a couple of things on FM26. Thinking of starting a England women's file if we can possibly take charge of an international team at the very start of the game. And I think the clear ambition there has got to be to win the World Cup with the Lionesses. We know they've won the Euros a couple of times now, but just fell short in that World Cup final against Spain a couple of years ago, I think it was, at the time of recording. So I think we might look at downloading FM26 today and give that a try. But we can still keep this file, play out the rest of this season, and see if we can indeed get another Champions League trophy in the cabinet. You might have seen that we have won the competition before with Bradford City, but long before we started sharing these videos of it. I only just started the channel 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago yesterday, and together with most of the viewings being of the music that I've been playing on the keyboard, the shorts that I've uploaded, by far most of the views we've had have been of those, but to have got over 15,000 views in just 2 weeks of the channel is absolutely amazing. So if you have watched any of the content, whether it's been Football Manager, Cricket Captain, or the keyboard music shorts, I'm really grateful for all the support, and in particular anyone who's given any likes, comments, or even subscribed to the channel. It means so much. And that is a fantastic way to round up this match. 3-0. Edwin Falk has got his second goal. Brilliant pass. I think it was Obi who's played this wonderful ball in. And Edwin Falk, lovely finish, 3-0. And that's going to be game, set and match. And this game couldn't have gone much better. So we are heading up into the top 10 after just 2 games. Hopefully we'll have some easier fixtures now after playing both Real Madrid and Athletico. And in fact, we're up into 8th. Got the best goal difference of all the teams that are on 4 points. And look at that game, 4-4 Inter Milan against Newcastle. So they are having some very interesting games as well at the moment in Newcastle. But that is a comfortable 3-0 victory for us. Very pleased with that. And as I say, very pleased with all the support that I've had so far on the channel. Can't thank you enough. And hope you're enjoying all the content. And I will look forward to meeting you again next time, hopefully for the next video. Take care and have a fantastic day wherever you are. And bye for now.